Blake, if people are saying interesting things in chat, can you please be the voice of God and read them to us?
Yeah, it just takes so much time, and when people are trying to listen and it's not live, I know there are lots of gaps when we're reading chat or whatever.
Yeah, there's one from Independent Outsider. He asked, are there ways to identify whether someone is actually NSA? In US, more reports identifying people as NSA. Also, what are advantages of falsely identifying NSA agents?
I wouldn't have a clue how to identify someone as NSA. I don't know what you mean by someone. Do you mean like someone on Twitter or someone like walking down the street? Or I need some more contextual information there to answer that. Generally speaking, this is such a massive web of all of these different government groups and stuff. The people that you are likely to encounter as an activist or even in real life are very unlikely to be NSA. They are more likely to be an employee of a private contracting agency or a private security agency, a subcontractor. You know, it's like we were talking about second, third, fourth party support services in a software services context. It's a similar thing with these guys. So the NSA will contract to whoever or will give information to whichever agency who will have a subcontractor, who will have a subcontractor, who will have a subcontractor. And that kind of like third line is what you're likely to encounter on the street or be targeted by as an activist. So the NSA is very unlikely to say, Susie, we care about your Twitter account, you know, if I wasn't already a target or a person of interest. But there are these security companies who employ people to do nothing but troll Twitter all day, making spreadsheets of lists of Twitter accounts that they think are interesting and that might be able to be harvested and become targets one day. And then they will sell those spreadsheets to the parent security company, who will give it to whatever sub-agency, who might then elevate it to another agency, who might, or like the FBI, who might then send it to the NSA and say, we are interested in XYZ that's on this spreadsheet. So it's very insulated. There's many layers between the NSA and the public, many layers. So it's very unlikely that you're going to encounter an NSA agent unless you are a customer of the NSA working directly with the NSA. But as a layperson, you wouldn't, I think, come across an NSA agent.
But if what the questioner meant was, do you spot COINTEL or something like that? There are a number of people that have some really great articles all about that, which as far as COINTEL narratives, which include people like Adam Carter. I think he's written a number of articles on G2 Space about, you know, how do you identify these narratives that are kind of BS. And I think Caitlin Johnstone has also done some really great articles on countering that type of narrative. So I don't know about identifying individuals, but I think there are lots of different ways to identify establishment lines or manipulation.
Independent Outsider seems to be talking about reporters. So if someone is identified, it's actually the other way around. Independent Outsider saying, so if someone is identified in MSM, they'll be lower level. Actually, it's the other way around. So the very, very high level people in NSA tend to be public figures. So their names are known. So that's why when we're studying these documents, those names are usually unredacted. So the top level executives are usually unredacted because they're already publicly identified as being associated with NSA. The low level employees are the ones that are almost never identified. Their names are redacted, they're not public figures, they're not known.
And that's totally fair enough, you know.
I don't think the executives are the face of the NSA. That's correct. Like the directors, the deputy directors, these are the ones that go and testify in front of Congress and are on C-SPAN and stuff like that, or are brought in as expert opinions and this type of thing.
Yeah, they're the same people. And I mean, we've seen this in middle management as well, but it's the same people that are a revolving door between all the different agencies. And they just swap them like baseball cards.
Very much so.